3, 2, 1.
How did you become a famous songwriter for one of the most iconic bands of all time?
Well, my dad used to set his car up, and we had a table, and he used to put the headlights on. And when I Want You Back, Jackson 5 first came on. So when I first saw Michael Jackson, I wanted to be Michael Jackson. And I had a voice just like Michael Jackson, sounded just like Michael Jackson, all the way up to this day, you know. And what I did was I wanted to have a band, so I put together a band. It's called the Cruise Band. It was me and my friend Troy DeVoe and Malcolm Stuckey, Tony Boswell, Darryl Boswell was the drummer, his brother, and we had a band called the Cruise Band. We was like the dopest band in Boston, you know. Well, no, there was another band in Boston. I forget the name of them, but they had a record out, and they're still touring around the world today, you know. I forget the name of the band. It'll come to me at some point, but we had our band, and then, you know, me and Troy started going to Curtis Warner, which, you know, to you, Uncle Curtis, you know, and that was another part of it too, because Curtis was, you know, he was principal of Dorchester High, but he was also had a studio at his house, you know, and he was into music. So we went to Curtis's house, and we had wrote a song called "You Are Everything to Me." I wrote all the lyrics and the melody, and then, you know, Troy wrote some music, and then Curtis did some music and stuff like that. And Curtis wrote a little rap in there, you know. And me and Troy, after that point, got into a little argument. So me and Troy wasn't speaking. Now, this time, Maurice Starr had been coming up, like, with New Edition. I mean, not New Edition. Yeah, New Edition. And everybody was going to Maurice Starr because he was the cat to go to in Boston for the music. So Troy goes to Maurice's house, and I know this story because Maurice told me this story, you know. And he was like, he played like maybe, he was like jammer. He's like, Troy must have played 8, 9 songs. He's like, then he played this one song. And he was like, and I knew he didn't write that song. You know? So he wanted to meet me. So Troy called me up and was like, hey man, you know, Maurice Starr wants to meet you. Do you want to meet him? And I was like, I guess so, you know. He was like, is it okay to give him your phone number? And I was like, yeah. And at that time, we didn't have cell phones back then. So it was a house phone. And that's when I was with your mother, Valerie Goldsmith. And you was a baby at the time. And talked to Maurice, met him. Matter of fact, you wasn't even born at the time.
She was pregnant with me.
Yeah. And talked to Maurice. I went over there and I met him, and we sat down, and he liked the song You Are Everything to Me. He told me he wished he had it for New Edition before they first came out, you know. But at this point, he had New Kids on the Block, and he wanted a song for New Kids on the Block. So, long story short, there was a song that I did. It's called, what was it? Girl, you are the best thing in my life. Darling, you're sweeter than sugar and spice. Oh, baby, you are the meaning of a dream come true. And I want to spend my whole life loving only you. And he heard that shit. And that's how Angel came about. You know, he titled it Angel, and he titled the song Angel, and he wrote the modulation, and he wrote the bridge. You know, there are so many things that we can do. Yeah. Girl, just give me a chance to prove it all to you, Angel. And that song was dope, but it wasn't used as a single. It was an album tune, you know. Hi, my name is James Cappra. 54 years old, part of the Boston music scene since I was maybe 19, 20 years old. So I'm here today with all my children. We're having Easter dinner together. This is the first time that we've all been together in, wow, long time. So this is a very special day today. Hold up, everybody. Check this out.
Oh, came with a picture.
Oh wait, if you have any pictures of me in here with a ponytail,
Get him out of the pile.
What I really want to do is I want us all to move to California, to the West Coast. We do an album together and, you know, be the family that we need to be, because that's very, very important to me. I'm not going to say, let's all move to California, but pretty much I'm going to say, let's all move to California. Yo, this is very, very special because this is the first time in a long time that we've all been together. And I have an announcement I want to make to you guys. Like, I've had this vision ever since before you guys were even born, that we would all do an album together. You know, we'll make it happen, but I want to do an album, all of us together, alright?
Yeah.
And my baby did.
Crazy. My dad's crazy. I don't even know what he's thinking or how that's gonna work, but I guess we'll just have to see.
You know, you remember when you did the thing we talked about Benny doing when you did the video?
Yeah, it's lovely. I'm happy. I'm excited, and everyone's coming together. I feel so good. This is what I always
She
wanted.
did a write-up on me and she compared us to the Jacksons and stuff like that. Well, I want us to all do an album together, and we're all gonna go to LA to do this album, whether you want to or not.
I already live in California.
I don't know how I feel about this whole move to California thing. If anyone knows me, they know California is just not my environment.
Okay?
Where y'all gonna stay? My father is Baby Joe Jackson. Like, what in your mind thinks that all of your grown-ass kids, 2 of them with kids, is gonna come to California and, like, do an album?
That's why you said it like that, like we want to stay at your house. He's so happy, and I'm happy. And I think this is a good move. I'm overly excited about going. Yeah. So I guess that's what I'm doing. Because once he speaks, we listen. So I'll be in LA.
Going to my daughter Dorothy Cappra. She's crazy. She's like a mama and a grandma. Tanisha, she's my businesswoman. She's the backbone of the whole family. Then you have Takia. Takia, secret squirrel, undercover chick. We never really know what Takia is doing. James is the man. He's the producer of the family. Record producer, songwriter, like multi-talented. Betsy that's my off the chain girl. She pumps it up, she crumps it up, gets it happening. JJ, he's my construction guy. He wants to put the hands on the hips. he wants to be. He was a little snitch when he was a little kid. And then you have Mia. Mia, that's my Aretha Franklin right there. She's the vocalist of the family. And that's it in a nutshell. That's all my babies.
No, wait, no, I got a song for you. Every time I see you walking down the street, my heart skips you and me, baby, one-on-one.
California is the place we ought to be. We're loading up the truck and we're moving to Beverly.